What's up, board game people? This week we have a bit of a treat, as Monday, Nanolith launched and funded within the first 45 minutes. Since then, it's soared to over $130,000 and is still going strong. Stretch goals and expectations are being smashed, and it's time for us to take a closer look. I don't get any money from game companies for making my videos. I make them for fun, and to help all of us find new and exciting games to try. If I get something wrong, or we disagree, let me know in the comments. Welcome to the last city on Earth, war-torn, brutalized, and ruled by the sinister Babel Corporation. You and 3 others, shall we say, extraordinary individuals have been freed from the Babel Corporation, dropped on the streets of Neo-Eden amongst the crime syndicates and bizarre nanocults. This isn't the Neo-Eden you'd heard of. The Babel Corporation had no further need of you. Of course, they kept your memories, though. Now an insatiable fire burns within you. You must know the truth. You must recover your memories, revive the power of the Nanolith, and liberate Neo-Eden from the evil designs of the Babel Corporation. Nanolith is a cyberpunk dungeon crawler RPG in a box for 1 to 4 players. The game stretches across 2 books, an encounter book, functioning as the map and including some spicy cutscenes, and the storybook, which leads the journey from quest to quest and brings the world of Nanolith to life. The storybook is set up in a choose-your-own-adventure style where every choice you make can have lasting impacts on your adventure. Hidden stories, riddles, and more await the cunning. Setup is snappy for a dungeon crawler thanks to the encounter book containing all the maps for the game. Simply lay out the book, set up your character boards, and populate the map with acrylic standees, and you're off to retrieve your memories and shape the destiny of Neo-Eden. You'll play with a cast of 4 characters. All 4 characters are required to play the game, so if you have less than 4 players, you'll need to divide them up amongst yourselves. So there's no true solo here, but you can play all 4 characters easy enough. Combat is all about risk-reward management. Your characters possess powerful abilities and weapons, but their use comes at a cost. The more powerful the skill, the higher the risk of debilitating nanoshock. Choose your weapons wisely. You fight not only for yourself, but for those you love. The 4 characters and their spunky sidekick are all represented by miniatures in the deluxe game box. Minions and monsters are clear acrylic standees, so you're getting a bit of both worlds here. Character boards are also acrylic. Let's take a quick look at the pledge levels. By the time this video posts, the early board rewards will have passed, but those were only slight discounts to either pledge level. That leaves us with only 2 pretty simple pledge levels to consider. For around $80, you get the core game with all unlocked stretch goals and the Kickstarter exclusive content. For $110, you get the Hero Pledge, which includes the core game, all unlocked stretch goals, Kickstarter exclusive content, and deluxe components including the hero miniatures, the acrylic player boards, custom dice, acrylic tokens, and a new game mode, the Arena Plus Boss Fight. Now, in the way of add-ons, well, there are none listed, but there's a hidden one you'll be offered when you place your pledge, and I'm sure it will be in the Pledge Manager as well. For $4, you can get an additional sticker set for the game. More on this later. Stretch goals are particularly impactful for this project, so let's take a look at what we've unlocked so far. Up to this point, all wooden cubes in the game are being replaced with acrylic cubes to help keep theming at its strongest. A Chapter 2, 3, 4, and 5 comic have been added to the encounter book. Cards have been upgraded with additional thickness and linen finish. And paper for the books has also received an upgrade. The thickness for punchboard tokens has been improved. Heroes all now have individual tuck boxes to keep their cards organized. And a bookmark has also been included to help save your spot in the storybook. From my understanding, there's much more to come, and the funding keeps flying in, so we should see many more unlocks before the end of the campaign. The social stretch goal was set and surpassed, opening the tabletop simulator demo of Chapter 1 for anyone wanting to try before backing. They now have a second secret social stretch goal underway. Shipping estimates are listed based on today's prices. They note that these prices may fluctuate a bit, but hopefully they can keep close to what's listed as the prices are very fair. So my thoughts and opinions on this one. Let me start by saying I'm impressed at what Woodpecker Games have put together for the game. I first heard about this less than 6 months ago. I know they took a dry run at launching the project a year ago, and in that time, the presentation of the game has come leaps and bounds from where it was. The game has some elements that really excite me, while still keeping parts of itself a mystery. I love the nanoshock combat mechanics. The risk and reward should help create tense situations and some very satisfying victories. The characters all seem to have solid backstories, and I can't wait to see how they'll interact with each other. I also think that the components that have been shown are well themed without being so busy they become hard to read. Hopefully the component quality lives up to the art. The game itself is packed with content. The story campaign is said to take around 50 hours to complete, which sits in a pretty good and happy place for most gamers, long enough without being a lifestyle game. So there are a couple things here that everyone should know and might not pick up from just the project page. The game has a bit of a legacy element to it, using stickers to mark places on the Eden City map and to upgrade the characters' cards. This was done to make saving the game a quick and painless process. But there are some that don't like to ruin their game components by placing stickers on them. They're actively looking at some alternatives, and personally I'm hoping they land on vinyl removable stickers. If they keep to the stickers for the cards, the amount of stickers included in the game without buying a sticker pack is sufficient to play the game several times. I'd suggest putting your cards in sleeves and placing the stickers on the card sleeves. Then resetting the cards is as simple as disposing of the sleeve. I don't have any great suggestions for the stickers on the map, though. Perhaps one of you do? I love that the deluxe version of the game includes the miniatures, acrylic tokens, and acrylic player boards. I simply wish I could see what the acrylic player boards look like. Those excite me for some reason, and I really want to see. I think the upgrade is absolutely worth the cost. The miniatures would run, let's say, $10 to $15, and the acrylic token upgrades are usually $20 to $30 on their own, so the cost of the upgrade is covered by those two components alone. For me, it's a no-brainer, but it's great that they can offer a lower point of entry as well. Without more solid information on the arena game mode, it sounds like something that would be a pass for me. If there's a game tie-in where we can bet on fights or something like that, that could be fun. But if it's a standalone mode, I just don't know. I love that the stretch goals are being set at fair amounts and are actively improving the game. It would be lovely to know what more is in store, but I think that'll keep us coming back to look at the project page more often. I am of mixed feelings about the lack of add-ons. Let's be honest, it's really nice they aren't trying to nickel and dime us to death, but this is a project I'd be more than willing to pay for impactful add-ons. Heck, I couldn't even really tell you what those would be. Make something up and take my money. As for the $4 sticker pack, the price is completely fair, and it sounds like an unnecessary purchase unless you plan on selling the game or you plan on playing it over and over and over and over again. So, overall, I'd say that if this has tickled your interest, dive in head first. I think this is going to be a great game, and you'll get plenty of play from it. The narrative is set up to be entertaining and force hard choices on the players. I feel like immersion is going to be pretty high on this one, too. As for risks, they're smaller first-time creators, so there may be some delays along the way, but I think they're on the right track to deliver on their vision. This is what Kickstarter and crowdfunding is for. Here you get to help a small team deliver on a dream they've been working on for years. Even if you just toss them $1, I think it will be money well spent. So that's it, folks. I'm trying to keep these a bit shorter when I can, and hopefully this one came in at the not too long mark. We'll be back later this week with something new, hopefully, and of course you can catch our weekly news video on Sunday or Monday when it drops. If you haven't already, please subscribe and help our channel grow and reach more gamers. Also, if you want to keep the conversation going, hop into our Discord and say hi or lurk. Lurking's good too. Thanks to everyone watching and commenting. See you soon and play something fun tonight.